You know, I think I was looking on Facebook. I noticed Joel Osteen has been taking a lot of heat lately. And I don't know why people are so upset at Joel Osteen. And they say, well, he lives in $1 million home. Look, if the people want to give him millions of dollars, that's their prerogative. I mean, why would you blame him if people want to give him millions of dollars? Nothing wrong with that. I didn't know this, but Joel Osteen does not take a salary. He gets paid by his books that he sells. Now, I want to tell you something about Joel Osteen. I think he is a great Bible motivational speaker. Listen closely to what I just said. I didn't say what you think I just said. I think he is a great Bible motivational speaker. I would compare him to Zig Ziglar. I would compare him to any Tony Robbins, any motivational speaker out there, but he uses the Bible to motivate people. He tells little stories and ties the Bible in. He's a great motivational speaker. But he has admitted, Joel Osteen has admitted, that he doesn't feel that God has called him to convict of sin, to show people their sin, to talk about the subject of sin, which disqualifies him as a minister of Jesus Christ. And this is what people don't get. Once you say, well, I can't go down that road of conviction of sin and showing people their sin, you are disqualified as a minister of Jesus Christ. You're not a minister of the gospel. And I just think because as a minister of the gospel, you got to tell people they're wrong. Yeah, you got to tell people they're wrong. So I just think people are getting way up too upset about Joel Osteen if they simply realize he's not a minister of the gospel. He's a great motivational speaker. Once you know what he is, you wouldn't get upset. Now, pity the poor fools who think Joel Osteen is a gospel of Jesus, is a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ. They're the ones that are really living in deception right there, who actually think he is. Yeah. Okay, I want to look at the ministry of Jesus Christ and compare it to preachers today. And what we're going to find out is that there are no similarities, okay? Luke 2 and verse 52, and Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man. Now this sounds pretty good. Okay, I got favor with God, I got favor with man. This verse says he increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man until, listen closely, until he began his ministry. Once he began his ministry, he lasted 3.5 years and he was killed. So yes, Jesus grew in favor with God and man until he began his ministry. Once he began his ministry, he lasted 3.5 years. So if you want to be in favor with God and man, don't get into the ministry, is what I'm saying. You can't, it's not going to work for you, is what I'm saying. John 8 and verse 40, Jesus said this, but now you seek to kill me, a man. Now why did the religious Pharisees of his day want to kill Jesus? Or he answers the question. You seek to kill me, a man that has told you the truth. That's the reason they wanted to kill him, because he spoke the truth. He told them the truth. Now, when you tell people the truth, you have to do this right here. You have to tell people you're wrong. That's what you got to tell people when you speak the truth. You got to say your religion, the way you are worshiping God, you are wrong. That's what you got to do when you speak the truth.